What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of my Mustang Restomod build, and this is our day 2 here at HR Manufacturing. We're in Florida, it's a beautiful day. They're getting right to work this morning. We've got a long day ahead of us. We're going to finish welding everything up on the chassis, all of the billet suspension under the car, wheels and tires mounted up, hopefully mock up the engine, transmission, and blower, but we're just gonna kind of see what we can get done. It won't look quite like this, but it will hopefully towards the end of this year. We're aiming possibly for a debut at SEMA, but it is a fully custom car. They're busy, I'm busy. I'm gonna try to be here for most of the build, but we've got a jam-packed burnout season. Me and Zach are getting married this year. There's just a lot going on. So we will have a bunch of build series videos for you guys, and we're gonna try to get it done as quickly as possible. We don't really know what that looks like yet. So we're bringing you along for the ride. Let's get to work. All right, now we're over here at the machine shop. Martin, what are we doing here today?
Today we're going to make some of our production spindles.
I'm excited.
All right, I'm going to take this aluminum block over here. This is a 6 by 8 by 12 inch aluminum block, and we're going to first turn it down and rough it out in this, and then make one of our production spindles.
How heavy are these? Oh boy, I can't even lift.
May need some help more so to get it in the machine than anything else. So let me help you out with that. And we'll just tighten it on there anymore. All right, I'm going to load up our program and hit memory reset. Okay, now we're ready to go. I'm going to hit the green button.
Now the magic happens.
Magic happens.
I get the honors, I guess.
You get the honors. I believe in you. Got it?
It's awesome, man. It's a piece of art for sure. So this is our mock-up engine, solely just for this weekend and, you know, for testing purposes and everything. We don't have our Texas Speed LS yet, but this will do for now. And you know we gotta paint it pink. Something's gotta be pink. We don't have the body yet, so we gotta paint something pink, and this is gonna be it. All right, y'all, we're making some leeway today. We're still waiting on quite a few CNC parts to finish up the suspension. We've got motor and trans painted. That might be going in tonight. We're definitely gonna be using this tonight, bending some tube and finishing up the chassis over there. So I don't know how far we're gonna get tonight, but all I know is I'm gonna keep drinking these Red Bulls keep trucking right along, or carring right along. This time we're carring along, not trucking. Same thing. All right, guys, we've got our goodies from Quick Performance here. They've teamed up with us on the build. We've got our third member. I'm gonna let you unbox that one because I know it's heavy. Our axles here. Ooh, we even got a free bucket.
Let's see if we can get it out of the bucket.
Oh,
That bitch ain't coming out of the bucket.
I'm making a mess. Quick Performance, always taking care of us.
35 spline.
So we're gonna be doing some beefy stuff with it.
Some beefy stuff.
It's gotta hold up.
All right. We got our axle housings here from Quick Performance. We're gonna go ahead and chuck these up in a lathe, turn them down a little bit to fit the axle tube so we can get them welded in. Get the axles they sent us, the third member they sent us as well, into the rear end, and the thing dropped on the ground, get some wheels on it.
All right, guys, Ronald got the rear end all welded up last night. I got to help a little bit. I put these two ends on, slid this bar through. Don't know the technical terms, forgive me. We've got a bracket bolted down on the back, and I was kind of like, what is going on here? Why are we doing that, right? So not only does it keep the metal from warping all over, but it keeps everything center where your axle shafts can slide right in, because if these are welded even just a little bit crooked, there's gonna be problems. So he's got the brackets welded on. We've got the bracket that the Watts link attaches to, and basically got to drop the Quick Performance third member in and get it mounted in the frame today. And I don't know if you guys can tell, this is a pretty short axle. It's actually 22 inches shorter than a stock Mustang, and let me show you why. So over here, is basically, essentially what my car is going to look like, and it is gonna have these thick boy tires, 16 inches wide, baby. Look I just love the short, stubby, just thick in the back. Yeah. All right, now we're ready for our bushings. Ready to weld. This is Connor here at HR Manufacturing, and he's gonna be doing some TIG welding. Take it away.
Yeah, so we got this lower length bar that Lacey notched last night. Got a beautiful coping on it. Gonna weld that bushing right on it.
Pops is here with my tires. We love him. He's like the shop grandpa. He's been hanging out with us for the past couple days. He drove all the way to Tampa. First thing this morning, was literally there when the supplier opened and picked up my tires. So he's a real one for that. Hi. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.
Want to see your tires?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh my gosh. Those are some thick boys.
I could hula
Roll
hoop.
around in there.
I could hula hoop with this thing.
Those are gonna look really good on the HR wheels.
Are you gonna do burnouts in them?
I'm not gonna do burnouts for a minute in the car. We're gonna keep it really nice.
Pretty.
Nice and pretty for a while.
Pink.
Yeah.
Pretty and pink.
Yep. So shout out to Venom Tires for having these in stock. We've got the 405/25 for the rear, and then The 235/30 for the front. Pretty big difference here, but looks really nice on the car. And again, thank you to Pops for picking these up. He's saving the day today. Saving the day. We're getting all the things done. So yeah, we're gonna get these to the tire shop and get them mounted up.
All right guys, so Ronald will have a tire machine in his shop, so called over here to Big Frank's. They said we could use their tire machine to get them mounted up. So let's go throw these Venom tires on real quick and get them back over the car.
So I'm gonna show you guys one of the more intricate parts of the chassis are these deflection tubes here. And that's what they're gonna be working on. This runs all the way through the drive shaft hoops, goes to the back, and from my understanding, it stabilizes the cage a little more. I'm gonna let them explain that, but it's a really cool process how they do this, because they already have these hoops made. So they're gonna be cutting into the middle of the hoops, placing in these bars. Really interesting, so I'm gonna let them explain that to you guys.
I'm about to bore an 1.25 inch hole through these drive shaft hoops so we can cut the tops off, make room for the deflection tube.
This here is our deflection tube. It's a 1.25 inch DOM tubing, 120 wall. Basically, we'll blow a hole through these drive shaft loops, pull the tops off. We're gonna go ahead and lay this in here. What this does is it ties the upper rear rail into the midsection of the chassis, and then we put the drive shaft loops back on. It serves two purposes. It's extra protection on the drive shaft. We run big horsepower cars for the driver. Top of that, since we run a 24x15, the rear frame rail has a super steep hike right here. So it's gonna take any deflection in the rear frame rail that we would see here out, because not all our cars are roll caged. Lacey's chassis here particularly will be caged, so these aren't as necessary, but we put them in all of our chassis anyways. But on a standard street car, this is gonna take any extra deflection you would see here, keep the rear of the car square, keep the power planted on the ground. So let's get to it. We'll get these installed.
All the way back on? Good.
All right guys, look, we've got some more pieces of the puzzle. It's really coming together. This is my first full custom car build, so I'm super thankful for these guys, all the progress they've made today, and we're kind of starting to see the vision, right? Everything's coming together, so I am stoked. If you guys want to see more progress in real time, you can follow us on Instagram, HR Manufacturing, they have an Instagram, me as well, both of those are going to be right down here. And then actually guys, probably today or this weekend, I'm going to be hitting 300,000 on Instagram, and if you remember, we had to rebuild the page. I lost it about 2 years ago, never got it back. So with the support from you guys, we've been able to rebuild better in my opinion. So, you know, it's only up from here. So thank you to you guys for all your support through the ups and downs. And if it happens again, we'll rebuild it again. You know, we've got lots of cool stuff coming and good content coming for you guys. All right, y'all, we've been cranking out as much as the build as we possibly can. For the last 2 days, we've been at their shop morning to close. Today we stayed as long as we could, filmed as much as we could for you guys, but now we're at Orlando Speed World. We're setting up for our Burnout Wars show tomorrow. So we're kind of shifting from build mode to burnout mode, but thankfully Ronnie and the guys are still at the shop cranking out on the build. We wish we could be there, but can't be in two places at once, right? So tomorrow's the first day of the show. The chassis is gonna be here. It's gonna be the big debut, and I can't wait to see what everybody thinks about it. But for now, we're gonna get back to work, setting up this show. Let's do it. The HR manufacturing crew just pulled up with my Mustang chassis and I'm freaking out. My nerves were already, I'm freaking out. I'm excited. So I'm excited for the show, but I'm excited for the Mustang, so let's go see it. I'm excited.
You excited? You ready to see it?
Yes.
All right, guys, let's open it up.
Let's see it. Oh my God.
Bring it out.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I feel like I should stay out here and get the full effect.
Remember, it's gonna drag that last bit, John.
Oh my God. I want to cry. Guys.
Look a little different?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You killed it. I'm like shaking.
Yeah.
So
we didn't get the rear sway bar in it, but I'm like, no one's gonna know nonetheless.
Hey,
So,
finished it out.
that's it. We got
Got it
in.
here. Heck yeah, you guys killed
In
it.
it. Wheels are on
So
it.
stoked.
And then, of course, like the blower plate didn't show up, so I'm like, the adapter, I'm like,
That's all right, we roll with it.
I called the machine shop, I'm like, Martin, I need you here now. So we made an adapter.
Martin
So-
hooked it up for us. Heck yeah. My valve covers didn't show up either, did they?
No. So I had those.
You guys made it work.
They were gonna get painted black, but it was too late. I'm like, you know what, they're going polished.
These
So
wheels
yeah, like I said,
are
upper coilover mount and Watson's just packed and everything else is fully welded out, but
so sick.
it's pretty damn close.
Oh my God. So excited. Y'all make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the updates on the Mustang build, and we'll see you next time.